Jake?
What'll it be? The beef stroganoff or the chicken Kiev with the white wine?
2 coffee and 2 fish and chips to go.
You want to talk, Jim?
You guys want me on a heist again? Like I told you the other times, the answer is still no. I've been clean too long.
Don't sound so big. All you did was steal a car once.
Nah, he's a bum. His old man's a bum and stir, and his mother...
Shut up.
Forget about Wisemouth. Jake, this is different. We can't miss. A fortune. A bundle like you dream about. Find only once in your life if you're lucky. Sure thing.
What's so special about me on this one?
That's what's so special about you, Jake. Your job.
Cool it.
Okay. The guy gets to me.
Look at his record so far.
Simon, putting someone with his background on our staff is great to read about in a psychology magazine, but in practice, it's a mistake. I just look at him and he's a wrong guy in the wrong place.
Well, what's the right place for him? He's on a suspended sentence, the son of an alcoholic mother and a convict father. I mean, somebody has to give him a break someplace.
Give him one, I'll help. But here, in the middle of the battlefield, where the enemy out there is his side, a break. For whom? Him or us?
All right, he's made some mistakes.
Simon, Jake is a loser. You can smell it.
Doc? The Brady's again.
Let me tell you something else. Don't you believe in knocking? Simon, if this were a missionary society, he'd be top of my list for redemption. But it isn't a rehabilitation center. I don't trust him. And mainly because he hasn't yet learned that he can trust himself. It's a bad policy to discuss police matters in front of Jake or anyone like that. I want him out of here before he fails, not after.
Jake? Get my bag.
You heard him.
It was a policy discussion. He has nothing against you personally. Jake, I said, get my bag. You work for me. Jake, don't look for sympathy. It doesn't wear well on you.
Don't put me down, huh? I had a feeling when I first took this job that it was different, that it meant something. Something important, you know, to a guy like me.
What makes you think it isn't?
You take life and you work with it.
What do you do, Jake?
Yeah. I drive a truck, I just came to listen.
4th and Cherry is the place.
The bank?
Across the street from the bank. The B&R Market, here. The delivery lane in the back. Fridays, they cash paychecks. All that cash just waiting for us. A breeze.
How come it ain't waiting for somebody else? It's such a breeze.
The hit is a breeze. It's the getaway that's impossible.
There's an alarm system. You figure somebody will punch it, and there you are, stuck in traffic on a one-way street. Sitting duck.
But you got a way out.
No. You got a way out. Magic carpet.
Next Friday, 12 o'clock. Cars, crowds jam the streets. Now, just before we go in, a call comes into emergency. Injury. Fight at 4th and Cherry. The delivery lane behind the B&R Market. Now, that's the code you listen for. 4th and Cherry. In you come. Our magic carpet. Past the market to the delivery lane behind.
A getaway in the police emergency van? With me and Dr. Locke as hostages?
We even got a siren to get us through traffic.
Well, what do you do with us later?
We dump you. Both clean. You don't even know us.
I don't know. Dr. Locke has really been straight with me, even the other cops.
They're on one side, we're on the other.
I'll let you know.
Jake, when you leave your police station buddies at night, where do you go? Home? Which part of town? Theirs or ours? Ever go drinking with a desk sergeant? Ever try asking one of those lady cops for a date, Jake? Here. Give me a call when you change your mind.
He's been associating with criminal elements. That's prohibited under the terms of his probation.
Jake? Associating can mean anything from saying hello on a street corner to involvement in a crime. Jake, you know Mr. Miller.
Oh, what now? My hat on wrong?
It's the same old story. You've been seen with individuals who have criminal backgrounds.
Is that so? Now, why would I have anything to do with them? I mean, every time I finish a polo game, I stop at my club for a cocktail with a couple of bank presidents.
Jane Stampler.
Went to school with Jane.
She's on parole for shoplifting. Lou Milgrove?
Who was my uncle?
He's an ex-con.
Well, what about my father? Can I see him? He's in prison.
Find other friends.
Where? You want your daughter to bring me home for dinner?
He's doing a good job for us so far.
Will there be a hearing?
Yes.
Then I'll be a witness.
I'll speak to the probation panel myself about Jake, Mr. Miller. And about you. But you're great help in getting Jake rehabilitated.
All right. Let's just take this as a warning. Now, if you gentlemen will excuse us, I have a few personal questions I'd like to ask Jake.
Well, I'm eating good, I'm sleeping good. This place is hardly a resort. I don't figure on leaving it, not yet. Hey, you're really looking good. Get yourself a deal finally.
Thanks, Pa. You look good, too.
It's a good place to plan for things ahead. You know me, I'm always thinking. What's the matter? Don't you think I can land on my feet when I get out of here? Well, don't worry, I'm not like you. I got it in here. What's going on? It's, uniform?
Oh, I was saving this as a surprise. I got a new job.
Looks like a delivery thing.
This is a regular job, Pa. 9 to 5. I work for the police surgeon at the 3rd Division. I drive an emergency wagon.
In with the cops. Do you think you got the brains to handle an angle like that?
Why does it always have to be an angle? And why can't it be some other way for us? Why does it always have to be a big hit that ends up with us hiding in freight cars and running down alleys.
All right, now you listen to this. You see that guy running down that alley? Probably got 50 G's under his arms. The guy chasing him? Maybe $10 in his pocket and a badge he can't sell for a quarter. And they're both running. What's that?
Well, it's what you've been saying it's all about, I guess. That's a dime somebody gave me.
You're really never gonna get anywhere. You'll never amount to nothing. You probably die with that dime in your hand.
Well, maybe next time I come here, you'll be proud of something I've done for a change.
Where are you going? Make a phone call.
Stuck in traffic?
No, I've been visiting my old man in the pen. That's where I've been.
Get the chip off your shoulder, Jake. Things will go a lot easier for you.
What are you doing, Doc? Giving psychiatric advice in public? I'm embarrassed.
Let's go into my office.
No. Your office wasn't part of the deal. What you said when you conned me into this job was that I'd be on a team. Well, how come nobody around this place ever asked me out to even have a beer with them? How come I am still a bum around here? I got so many people telling me which way to go. I couldn't make it if there were 4 of me.
Doctor, there's a 3MD9 call. A warehouse, Highway 27, 200 yards west of Oliver. You're to see the officer. It's a code 3.
Coming?
We've been applying pressure, but there's a shiv in him. We didn't touch it.
Good. What about this guy?
Well, I can't find any bleeding. There's no pulse. I don't know what's wrong.
Get the resuscitator, Jake, and call for a city ambulance. Good job. Keep the pressure on. I'm going to have to tie off this artery or he'll never make it to the hospital.
These 2 are the only ones that couldn't run when we got here.
Doc, this one's going bad.
Symptoms?
Well, unconscious. Pupils are dilating. No pulse, no heartbeat.
He's fibrillating. Get the unit. Field is flooded. I can't find the artery. Do it, Jake, or this man will bleed to death. Here, sponge that.
Doc, I can't. I mean, I'll fry him. I'll kill him.
Jake, come on. You know how. There's no danger if you use the gel.
Well, let one of the cops do it.
Jake, you've assisted me 12 times. 450 volts, a quarter of a second jolt. Jake, do it, or you're letting that man die. Good. Cover him and keep the oxygen on. Ambulance will be here soon.
Must be great.
What?
Saving a life?
Yeah.
I seem to remember somebody saying there was no more to this job than driving a truck.
Big deal. Somebody told me where the switch was.
3MD9, 4th and Cherry. Fight. Injured man. The alley behind 4th and Cherry. Code 3.
Let's go.
I can't breathe.
You're coming with us. Or you stay here dead, John. Remember our deal, no witnesses.
What happened?
Get him in the ambulance.
Jake, shut up! It hurts. They started shooting back. Like you said, why didn't anybody try it before?
He needs a hospital. You better leave him here.
And have the cops yelling him? Get him in the ambulance. Move!
Why didn't somebody try it before?
Will!
This man needs a hospital.
Doc, as long as he's alive, you are.
What happens when we get out of town?
We'll leave you in the van, tied up. Somebody will come along. You're right. Almost slipped my mind. We can't leave you behind, can we, Doc? You know Jake's in with us. You know we're his friends.
Dump this wagon before the cops know what they're looking for, and then home free with a sack full of goodies.
Now what? He's bleeding badly.
What's that for?
That's a defibrillator. If we're lucky, electricity may stop the bleeding. Hold it.
4.
All right, don't hold it. Well, Jake, it isn't much, but it's a citation for service beyond the call of duty.
For driving fast?
Exactly. If you hadn't swerved that van.
Well, that's the paper that counts, the one the lieutenant has. A booking sheet.
Jake, I didn't want you here, but I didn't want it this way either.
Listen, I blew it. I had an angle like my old man has been yelling at me all my life to find. Only he didn't tell me that the best angle is straight. Well, I only hope I didn't spoil it for some other guy.
Unfortunately, he did. I guess the whole program is probably down the drain.
Mr. Miller, this is Dr. Locke. The probation board was supposed to recommend a new driver for us.
Simon Jake said it. He blew it for all of them.
Mr. Miller, hold on a minute. Yes, Mr. Miller. All right, that'd be fine, yeah. Well, you send him over here in the morning, and if I'm not here, Lieutenant Palmer will fill him in on his duties. Thomas Selby, right. Thank you.
I heard. Selby.